I appeal to you for my son Onesimus, whom I have begotten while in my chains, who once was unprofitable to you, but now is profitable to you and to me. Philemon 10 and 11. Paul is writing to Philemon, a substantial member of the Church of Colossae, regarding Onesimus, a slave of Philemon who had stolen his master's goods and escaped to Rome. While at Rome, Onesimus somehow got in touch with Paul. In the kindness of his heart, Paul sought to relieve the poverty and distress of the wretched fugitive, and then endeavored to shed the light of truth into his darkened mind. Onesimus listened to the words of life, confessed his sins, and was converted to the faith of Christ. When this change took place, Onesimus was partly free. He had a new loyalty, new enthusiasm, and a new hope for the future. But there was also a new conflict in his soul. What about Philemon? What about the money he had stolen? It was easy to rationalize that Philemon had plenty of money and slaves and that Paul needed him. It was also easy for him to speculate on what might happen if he had returned. Onesimus sought counsel from Paul, and Paul counseled him to return without delay to Philemon, beg his forgiveness, and plan for the future. There was only one solution, so Onesimus made the long trip and faced Philemon. There's no record of what happened, but the very fact that the letter Paul sent to Philemon had been preserved would substantiate the tradition that Onesimus was forgiven and freed. In any case, he had a free conscience. Of many lessons in the story, one of the most striking is that God changes men. He had changed Paul from a persecutor to a Christian. He had changed Philemon from a pagan into a lay leader of the church. He had changed Onesimus from a dishonest renegade into a faithful believer. The greatest evidence of change in all three of these men was the love that came into their hearts. Old prejudices, hostilities, and customs melted away. A new Christian regard for others changed their attitudes and relationships. And as always, think on these things.